Alright. We are working and we are back, chat. I hope everyone's having a nice new year. Just for the start of the video, for when I upload this on YouTube, I will show off the deck list. Pretty stock standard. Something I have seen lists on the JP side do is go down to 18 events. They're only on 3,000 worlds. And I believe they're either playing a playset of Nojigos or a playset of Zephs, or some combination of 4 and 3 of both. I'm sticking to the way this is, just because I like hitting my Nami searches. So we are gonna hop into the EBO3/EBO4 queue. We now have the rest of the EBO4 cards. I think this is a totally fine hand. We can just U away the Sorry I'm Dead, or even if we find a Nami, we can Nami plus Kaya. And there's no draw triggers, which is what we always like to see. Kiku, that's totally fine. Maybe it is better to Kaya, but also I don't really have anything I'd want to... I'm basically banking for Nami plus Brick. I think U is just better in the long run. Yeah, we didn't find a Nami, so weren't punished on that front. They can either swing 5/5. Oh, they're using the search event. That's kind of interesting. I guess it does search pretty much everything they want, and it's an easy way for them to have... He could have done this better. He could have gone lead effect, rest his Dawn, restand all 3 Dawn. No, just kidding. He needs a character of cost 5 or more. I don't know what this card does. But I do get to bottom deck your Kiku, which I'm very fine with. Because it means you won't have a free rest for... Well, I guess you could. You can like play the 5-cost Tashigi, rest her to restand 3 Dawn, and then rest the 2 Dawn. Well, he probably just wants to swing though, and then we can remove her with a 3,000 worlds if we get the chance to. I keep drawing them. So, I think it's worth the peel off, and we drew the 4 3,000 worlds. Well, hey, I told you I'm playing 4. I'm gonna see the 4. But yeah, I feel like this almost... Oh, well, he's still swing 7. He's playing it a little safe, which I think is reasonable. So we will take again. I'm kind of tempted to just swing 8 at Tashigi. Force out some counter from his hand. Guess if he's got a counter event, then this doesn't play around me being able to 3,000 worlds it as well. But also, yeah, he's got a Trichiliacosm. But also he can't... if he had just done that, he could have 2K'd out. Or sorry, I'm not getting my point across. If I had swung 7 to hold up 3,000 worlds, he could have just 2K'd out. So I think in this scenario, it's probably better to just play a Boodle, block, and then gavel. I guess he could play a Shanks, which would kind of ruin our day. We're still at 31 cards, and we have 3 life left. This is not going great. Ooh, DMG is also bad for us, actually. I forgot that card existed. Yep, he rests the 2 just to get the free boost. Well... I think we honestly kind of do have to... This is not a once per turn for the anti-removal effect. I think we do just need to pitch some counters so that we stay alive. Draw trigger is nice since they don't have any inherent putting effects. Let's play a bit more cognizantly around DMG though. Because I can play Nami, can play a second Kaya, just fully abandon the 3,000 worlds to be able to get a CU active. Do pitch a 2K, which is a little rough. We've got 3 gavels in hand and we still draw another one, so I think we're doing alright. Obviously he could have like the nightmare scenario of double DMG, which is not likely in a 3-card hand. Or what also do bad is he plays Shanks, rests Shanks for Mihawk to restand the Dawn, buff Boodle, DMG, but then he's just swinging 2-6k, so that's not actually as bad as I thought. He does play the Mihawk, which is a similar deal. It's characters rested can be rested. Okay, so this is a permanent Boodle Freezer as well, which is pretty rough. I think I just do 2k out of this though, because I was gonna say, yeah, if he swings 8 because he doesn't want to get the Tashigi removed, we can gavel out, which is nice. Unfortunately, this Boodle is just a stone cold brick on our front now. We can still deep draw a little bit more. We have Pilaf. We have a second Boodle. You could Shanks us, I guess. Let's play the Kaya first. Mill some nothings. Do I want to play Hanger here? Maybe? It's another body that he kind of is forced to deal with. I think I will play the other Nami. He can swing Mihawk, we can't block with Boodle, so we're taking that life. Now it's kind of another scenario of does he have like double DMG to push through? Because he swings 10, we take. He swings the Nami, this is also fine. I will use my Boodle while I can. Because he did not Mihawk it. 10 at life. Well, we can't swing with Nami, that is a little rough, but that's fine. I'm assuming he doesn't have a rusher of some kind. Well, he freezes the Hanger as well, actually. That is a little rough. Oh no, that's freezes the Nami, which I think is the correct play there, but still rough. Alright, he just swings 8. Okay, so our bottom 4 is Rubber Band, Bad Kaya, Rubber Band, Boodle, I think. With what we have, we're definitely not getting there. Is it? Okay, let me check my triggers. We have Pilaf, Pilaf, Pilaf. So 3 Pilafs used. We've only gotten one. Yeah, we've only gotten the one Nami search off, I believe. Because I don't think we had a second one early game. So that's 1, 2, 3 Pilafs, and how many rubber bands? 1. Just one. So we still have. I can like gavel, not buff, trash 2. Don't hit any triggers. Gavel. Ah, shoot. I meant to not counter out there. Or I meant to not click the leader. Oh, well, the Zeph actually might still do it for us, though. Well, actually, okay, so now we have Rubber Band, Pilaf, 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 Rubber Band. And I know there's 2 more Rubber Bands. I guess it's if the Pilaf is in these last 2 cards, we are dead. It is not. We live. Yo, what's up, Weather? How you doing? We on that Nami gameplay, and we know we winning because there's a Pilaf in life. I'll just swing 9 at face to make it seem like I'm kind of desperationing. Alright, they counter out, which is totally fine, because it doesn't matter. I think. Watch me just have, like, totally miscalculated. That would be the funniest outcome. Nope, we're chilling. GG. Good to start off with a win. You always love to see it. Alright, back into the queue we go. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, there are now in at least this section to queue all the new EBO4 stuff, as well as EBO3, so I'm expecting to see, you know, some starter deck yellow Luffy, some Koala, etc., etc. Meth gaming, so true. Playing Nami is like crack when you hit triggers. Alright, we got our lobby up. Let's see who we're playing this game. A Zoro. I guess he's kind of fallen out of favor with Mihawk, but interesting. When we go second, this hand is, I don't know, it's kind of fine. I'd really prefer a Nami because I don't really think he really has ways of resting that on turn one. The Nojiko is nice for his Tashigi. I think I'm going to ship this one. Yeah, we find a Nami. It'll still be rough because he can just, what is up, Cortez? How you doing? I guess I should know the answer because we were just talking about 5 seconds ago. How's the run-in going? Or did you already complete it? Oh, let me actually check to see if the chat relay is working. It is. Hell yeah. Now the better question is, do they swing 8 or do they swing 5-5? They do neither. Okay. I get a Mihawk. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But this is good because we can just rubber band out now. And we melee you, that's rough. Send in a Hiyori. Which of these do I want? I guess I'll take the 3,000 worlds because I don't have a way to pitch I'm dead. I will protect the Nami from a Perona swing if it comes to it. She will 100% be dying to a Zoro though, because there's no way I can compete against that. Walking to your warmer side, I feel like you dress too warm. That kind of makes sense. I mean, the weather's been like surprisingly warm. Like, around here, it's like 60. And it's crazy. Oh, I mill a peel off, that sucks. Alright, so we bottom deck the Tashigi and then play a Searcher. Now I guess they can 5 costs, or yeah, they do the Law Tashigi thing. That's annoying. They do rest the Searcher, which is fine. They're still going to get a swing into me, but I'm going to block. No rubber band, that's fine. We take, no trigger. Replay the Searcher. Alright. They get a second loss. They can swing the Tashigi and just do it again next turn. That definitely sucks, especially because we didn't find a grab blade of some kind. We'll set it up like this, I think. Yeah. I guess our bet is what? Like peel off? Hey, we found it. Easy. We don't exactly have any counter events, but we do have some 2Ks, which I think is fine. I think I'm actually going to play out the Kaya in that case. Just because, yeah, we have two 2Ks, we can... Oh, they're getting... Well, I guess that makes sense. They can just bounce it with Law, so sure. I will 2K out of this one. I'm going to hold on to the Apis just because it's a little bit better at searching for us. What are you? Said with 3 non-active Unicon landing characters on Kairos when cards. Interesting. It's a new card. Okay, cool. I see the vibe. No dice on bottom decking it though. Let's see if they want to let it survive or not. I doubt they, I mean, I bet they will, but, oh, they don't. They preferred resting one of my Dawn. Okay, I don't agree with that, but I will not say no. How many peel-offs have I used? I've used 1, 2. As much as I'd want to play Blocker Nami here, I feel like Apising for a peel-off might be better. Well, do I know there's one on my bottom of my deck or not? Because I know the bottom is like, there's like a Kaya, a Zeph, a Boodle, something else. There might be one on on the bottom of my deck. If I play the Boodle, it just gets rested through some means, and I'm definitely taking a couple hits. I think I will play the Apis. And we are rewarded. We'll set it up like this, I think. Yeah. Now I just have to be a little cognizant about DMG. Or that too, okay. Swing 10, and then I don't know what their other numbers are gonna be. Nine, 8, sure, that's fine. No triggers, rough. Okay, so what's my best bet here? I think it's double gaveling. Just because I need to dig as far as possible. I don't think I've actually played any U's this game, which is rough, because I've milled at least 3 of them. Jesus. Alright, peel off. We got an Apis to dig. I know we're realistically not getting anywhere with this, unfortunately, because we still have 11 in deck, and this Kaya will not get us where we want to be. So I will play a Boodle and say go. 2K, and I know they have the other Mihawk 2K, but they just use a Corona. That's totally fine. Toss them the emote, because I know they're winning this turn. Yup. I thought I clicked block. Okay, whatever. GG. Yeah. Well, that's makes sense. It's a bit of a rough matchup, and they saw a good curve. Not much we can do. On to the next game. Well, I know one thing we can do. We can not mill all my use, but that didn't happen, so And now we wait for the third game. Also, if the music is a little loud, let me know. I can turn it down. It might just be loud on my end because I have my volume turned up pretty high. Boa Hancock, another leader I'm expecting to see a lot of this meta. This hand is pretty good. No draw triggers, no Namis is a little rough. As requested to cancel the match? Nah. I don't know why you want to cancel the match. You can play it out or give up. Opponent is requested to cancel the match. Fine, I'll agree this time. Okay, I don't know why they didn't want to do that. Can't imagine why someone wouldn't want to play against Nami. But yeah, I didn't actually know that was a thing you could do. So that's kind of cool. I also have no idea if you guys could actually see that just because I have my ranked thing not part of the streaming thing. So Bulbul, we just played against them, so this will be fun. Long time no see. Sand is fine. Do they have the Prona? They do. Bah. Get a Zoro. Bah. Ooh, but we get the double Nami. That's a good start. Okay, so they're doing the like super turbo we play, which sucks. I will pitch the Zeph here though. Resolve. I'm gonna try killing this Perona if I can. And we whiff, which is horrendous. Awesome. At least I know the bottom of my deck is stacked. Oh shit, well, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. That's bad. Oh well, it happens. What's the best way to stack this? I guess just like this, probably. Yeah. I'll let him know it was a big old whoopsie daisies. I probably actually should have just Noji code that, but oh well. Alright, well, I mean, what I should have done is not put the Dawn on Nami. That was just me kind of planning on him protecting the Perona one, so I'd have to commit more Dawn. They don't have a Chishigi, but they can still do the thing. I'm actually gonna hard protect one of these. Just so I can get one more hit off with it. Plus I can maybe find a 3000 Worlds for the Kinemon. I guess with that thought in mind, I should have swung Nami first, see if I find the 3000 Worlds, and then like swing 6 into Mihawk. Something to consider, I guess. So I know he'll take the swing into Nami, which is fine. Yep, he's got the Tashigi as well, which you hate to see it. Oh, 6k into Nami, okay. He's opening himself up to a Gavel, which I'm not going to do just because my hand is very good, unfortunately. Because I've played a solid, like, 0 draw this game. Because I'm just on the defensive. Jeez. I feel like I almost... this is so weird. Because I feel like if he just Zoro events me, I'm like at 0 and then cooked. But also, what alternative do I have? I'm still at 31 cards with 2 life left. Oof, this is rough. Well, it's technically not a Zoro event yet, so... That's worse. It's a 10k swing. Well, this is where we're at. Hold up gavels and pray. Because everything else is at the bottom of our deck. Well, actually, that explains why I haven't played that much, because I bottom decked all of it off those Zoro Nami searches. It's the hanger. Now I'll pitch a Boodle. Trash, Akaya, that's rough. Yep, 12k, 12k, incoming. And we mill another U just to cap it off. Woof. This has been roughy. Oh, get out of here, Apis. I'll Zeph to mill nothing. Or I'll Zeph to bounce nothing. And I'll hold up a Sorry I'm Dead just to see if I can get it off. And he's going to search for the D, which is, yep, and he gets it. Gross. Arg. GG's. Very rough, especially after that one opponent was trying to cancel. New Odin, if this character is rested, gets 2000 power. Okay, it's kind of cool. Outside of that, deck looks pretty standard still. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to give it a couple seconds just to take a quick pause and not play the same person in ranked again. Alright, we're waiting for the lobby. And now we're joining the lobby. Here we go. Let's try and cancel the match. I'm not actually sure if he's getting the cancel match button, but I mean, if we're stuck here, we may as well grind it out. This is going to be weird. I'm going to play out the Boodle and use it to swing into Hiyori. Well, no, actually, I was going to say he can't Mihawk out something and also activate Hiyori in the same turn, so this is fine. Well, he does have a blocker, though, so now actually he can. I was wrong. I think I am going to bounce the blocker, though, just to get it out of there. Convert for good. Let's hold up the 3000 Worlds for the first Tashigi or the Kinemon if it comes out. Nope, just a Zoro. Do they have a Kuina? They don't. Okay. This is kind of fine. I will use the blocker. Milieu, that's tough. Just because I felt like I wasn't going to get another chance to. I maybe could have 3000 Worlds the Zoro, but I really want to save that for the Tashigi, if I can. We'll counter. And we'll counter again. Does he have it? Close enough, yeah. Yep, he does it. Ooh, jeez. Disgusting. I hate it. Nami, sure. You go away. Yeah, I do think I need to get rid of you. Just because you're a body. Yep, Hiyori. Digging for a Kawina. Similar deal, rest of my stuff, hard to get rid of. I am going to counter out of this. We mill, nothing important for the most part. Okay, I'll take. I could bounce something. It's not worth it though. Restand. Okay, sure. Let's swing into Hiyori. Okay, that's fine. Can't bottom deck you though, unfortunately, at least not with this event. Man, I miss when we had over half the deck. What's the right play here? Because if they have DMG plus something else, I'm just cooked. If they don't, I'm still kind of cooked. At least that drew us into some counters, so it's something to aim for. Play the law, play a Zoro, sure. Play a Tashigi, okay, interesting. I will counter out of that. That sucks. Yep, swing there, totally fine. Gavel out here. My game is lagging a little bit. Mill another Kaya, that's rough. And a peel off too. Ugh. Okay, so the plan is... Okay, so what do we do? It's like Nami... Is you or Kaya better first, I guess? It doesn't make a difference. You gives me more options. Yeah, comparatively. And my options are Zilch, not a Zero. My options are swing 8 at law and hope he doesn't have counter. Or he had counter. Yeah, I am going to play out both of these just because it's really my only chance at survival. It is rough because the first non-2Kable attack he swings at me, he can just swing 5Ks for the rest. So like 5K Tashigi. Yep, can't even counter out of that one. Ugh. Bah. Bleh. Yeah, no dice on that one. Yeah. That is not a great way to have our last 3 matches go. Would have loved to play against that Boa. At least they have a much less turbo-y curve that you can deal with a lot easier. If I run into the Zoro again, I'm just conceding. Okay. Sanji. Ooh. I have a feeling this will also be a tough match. Okay, well, it wasn't a tough matchup for us because we just win those. Easy. Easy dubs. I don't even know if we got any bounty for that. It doesn't look like it. He gave up too quick. All right, waiting for the lobby. Here we go. Well, we play again. Yeah. If you're gonna play ranked, I know I just said I was gonna concede against the Zoro if I play him again. I will stick on the stance that I won't do that anymore. Because like if you're gonna play ranked, sometimes you just gotta accept who you play. Plus, I feel like Sanji probably has a good matchup into us because they're able to bottom deck our shit. I mean, this guy is losing his berry every time, so okay. I'm not gaining anything, unfortunately, but that's what I was missing. Okay. All right, on the lobby gang, here we go. I don't know, lobby gang, lobby grind, here we go. Please not the Zoro. I would assume he would have gotten into match now. All right, here we go. New starter deck 29 Luffy. His when attacking will never happen. Funnily enough. I'd prefer a Nami, but this hand can draw into Nami, so I think it's fine. I think I'll pitch Boodle and Nojiko. Nojiko would be good into like his turn 2 start your Sanji play. Oh right, he's Egghead. He just gets that card. That's bad for us. And Absalom. Okay, interesting. I guess that this is just kind of trigger swap, which is pretty funny. I think I will play the Hanger just to dig a bit more, even though I'm pitching so many 2Ks. Because he'll swing a Lilith into it. He'll probably play a Sanji. He'll probably grab a 5-cost Nami, and then he'll swing 5 at me. Perona. Okay. Fair enough. Sure, why not? Draw trigger, we're cooking. Did Milanami though, which is sad. So we'll just play a Boodle and pass. Does he have the Nami? He does have the Nami. I will not block because I need to hold that up for Bonnie. Mill another Nami, that's fine. We will not be Namiing this game, it seems like. This is a weird one because I'd like to counter out. I'll find another Boodle. It's more that I want to play an Apis to do something. speaking of not having a Nami game in this game, there you go. I think I should set it up like this so that Zeph can mill the last two. Let's send in a Perona, see if he blocks. He does, okay. If your leader is a good character, you may add a shop to your life. Damn, this card heal. After your character is also less, that doesn't matter, okay. I do think we away the last Nami. Just to have a marginal amount of counter up. Let's see if they develop the Robin as a body. Nope, just Perona. This is a pretty good strategy though, just get a bunch of little guys out. 5. I'll take... Okay, we'll bounce a Kaya. I need some velocity going on. Pitch the Zeph, and then we will gavel out of the Nami. Mill, a peel off, that's rough. Yeah, we are definitely losing this turn because they have 6 attacks with the Rush Bonnie in hand, and we have a blocker in 1 life. That helps. Can't exactly say how much, but it helps. Yep, there we go. Alright, so swing 7. 5k. I have to 1k. 5, I have to 2k. Alright, this is going to be the funniest play of them all. We are going to have to... Sorry I'm dead, and whiff. Awesome. The goal there would have been to Sorry I'm dead, flip a Zeph, or a 3000 Worlds, bounce an Apis, and then 2k out. Because that would have let us survive. Probably not win, but survive. GG. RIP. Back into the queue we go. This will probably be a shorter video just because I am streaming it pretty late at night. It's already almost 1 o'clock. Up Luffy. This hand is fine. We can 3000 Worlds, a potential Zoro Jiro they play. Probably play a turn 1 U. Maybe not. We're maybe just supposed to Kaya dig for Nami again. Well, now we have the Nojiko, so I can feel more comfortable pitching this. What could they have that's bad for us, I guess? Yeah, I'll pitch the Hanger, just because it's not super great with a 0 power body on board. They just gear 2, that's fine. I think I will still take this dough. Let's say U, which is not the best. We do get the Nami though. I don't think they have a way of dealing with that. I just hope they don't pudding us. Bonklay, sure, whatever. Do you swing 9? No, they have the triple ramp. That sucks. Okay, well, in that case, we Nojiko Apis. The theoretical Zeph them out plan is now offline. I should have played U first, but we can grab a brick actually, so that's not as bad. We'll set it up like that. play the blocker, and then start Ewing. Do we do it again? Probably. They can play out, I guess. Obviously, they can go like Sanji into Roger promo, which is bad for us. But then they're just swinging 8 and we have our blocker up. I don't hate that. We can protect the Nami from a Bankai swing. Draw an Usohachi. We no longer have our blocker. Well, theoretically, though. No blocker. 1k, 1k. Nami. Okay, I guess, yeah, they're taking a turn off to stack. Okay, that's fair. Putting us. Where are we at? I guess we had 6 cards in hand, or 5 maybe, I don't know. No blocks, 2k. Well, in that case... That's very funny. What's our play here? Bottom decking doesn't really do us much good, because they did stack up their stuff. I think actually bottom decking probably does do us some good. We still have the counter to protect the Searcher Nami from theoretically swing. If they like Sanji promo us, another Usohachi. Okay, I guess. Well, I'm sure they can stack their stuff however they want. Ooh, Rush Luffy is pretty bad for us though. 5. I will 1k out. 10k. I'm just gonna take this actually so that I can protect the Nami as needed. Them not swinging the Bankai into the Nami is kind of a big miss. And that may keep us in this game. This is weird. I think I need to set it up like this though. Because it's like we hanger, we Nami, rubber band. Ooh, this is also weird. Hanger, pitch the Nojiko, and play the Kaya. I'll pitch rubber band, and then play a third Nami. Because yeah, we're at 15 in deck. If they start clearing our board, that's totally fine. Draw a gear 2, sure. Yeah, they can do Sohachi the blocker, actually. That's true and rough. 7 life we will take. 9 life we will take, because they can't pudding us. So 10, 10. I take. And then we... Alright, what's the play here? I guess Gavel. Gavel. I may mill cards that we already have set up. Yep, I think I'm doing that right now. But that's okay, just because of the draw power we have. But we put the events as closest to the top as possible so that we can get them with the second and third Nami. And also with the hanger. Pitch that. We play Kaya, pitch some bricks. We play you, pitch the other Kaya, and we peel off. Hell yeah. Let me check my stats, just because we've had a bunch of non-games right now. So we won that one. Okay, so we've... let's see. Today we won, loss, loss. Nothing, loss, win. So that's 2 wins, 4 losses. Not counting all the matches that were skipped. They gave us no RR. Okay. Yeah, I'll do one more. See if we can end on just like a 3-4 record. And while we wait, I'm gonna try and look up some images for the thumbnail. Oop, and we have a lobby. Ace, okay. We've won a lot of our die rolls today. I feel like I've won most of them and gotten second almost every game. Obviously into Zoro it didn't matter, but still cool. Yeah, this hand's fine. Kaya, Nami, 2 blockers, a hanger. Let's see what they get to searching. Atmos, that is annoying to say the least. Or to say the utmost. Ha ha ha. Best case scenario is he goes 5-6, though that's not super realistic. He probably just goes 9, or like Garp or Otama 8. Well, you know, wish for it to happen and it may happen. We draw a Nojika for the Atmos too, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is a weird one. I think I'm gonna want to gavel sometime throughout the game and not have 3 sitting on the bottom of my deck. I think I'll actually play both Boodles, so he's possibly more incentivized to go after those instead, even though the Nami is the correct target. Yeah, I'll block that. Use the Atmos, or don't. Or Garb first, that makes sense as well, actually. Marco. Ooh, do you play the Marco instead? No, you don't. Sure. Yep, goodbye, Nami. So I think it's actually still in our best interest to play the Nami and then Nojiko the Atmos. I guess if he has like Jozu, it's the same deal but worse. Especially because he can Garp swing into Hanger, but I would gladly Rubber Band Apis to protect that. We know he does have an I Am Whitebeard in hand, so that's something to think about. Mill a Hanger, that's fine. Swinging into Hanger, I will gladly block again. Now you're kind of in a predicament, because Otama, sure. Treasure Red Rock, that makes sense. Now do you Jozu? Oh, you Izo, okay. I guess you're trying to commit to board as much as possible. Well, there's the Jozu. Theoretically could have done it in the reverse order, but Atmosing is definitely the right play. Yep, still show off the cards we know. They're definitely deciding between these two. Nami is the correct play, yeah. Do you crack the Izo? You probably do. You don't, okay. I think I'm gonna pitch the gavel here. Not really punished, actually. Well, maybe punished. Because, like, they definitely, I am Whitebeard. Maybe they don't even, actually. Dofi, okay. Interesting. The spice. Oh yeah, this is all the new tech, isn't it? Sure. That's fair enough on the Otama. Because I guess now you can 6k Atmos. Yep, 6k Atmos, 6k Ace. I think... yeah, I do have to 2k actually out of this. I'm gonna hit the Atmos because, or I'm gonna hit the Otama. This is almost an anagram for Atmos. I'm gonna hit the Otama because the Atmos they can just protect however they want. And I can theoretically like search up a 3000 worlds for it. We have to set it up like this. I don't remember what all I've searched already this game, but there's a 3000 worlds. So let's set it up like that. So we just bottom deck U, play the U, pitch rubber band, draw 2, and boodle. And then we're set up for next turn with another peel off and a U. This is a pretty good spot. They can even like, what's worst case scenario? Double Atmos on the Namis. Garp. I don't even know what you could be digging for at this point. I guess a big new gate if you're missing one of those. Another Marco. You can also just kind of spam Marcos. Sure, yeah. Oh, bounce the Dove, or bounce the blocker. That makes sense, because now you can swing at the Namis. Or yeah, swinging at life is actually probably better for you in the long run. Especially considering I'm about to be taken if they swing 8. Honestly, probably if they even swing 7. If they play 2 1-drops and swing 6, I'll counter out, but beyond that... Okay, sure, that is totally fine. Sure, they have another Jozu. And an Izo, okay. This guy has searched his deck more than I have. Other Jozu, okay. Neat. Yeah, none of this matters. We'll send in the Nami first, see if I can find anything. I can. Sick. There's nothing to bottom deck with that, so you'll be pitched to the U. I can U again. That's not bad. Was expecting to peel off, but I kind of just got better draws than that. Because now we're double blockered up. They do still have Jozu if they want it, which they might, honestly. If I turn those off. What's up, BMax? The deck is fine. It's pretty much obviously it's way better than it is in, its current iteration in the 13-14 card pool. Um, it does feel bad. It does still feel bad to play with the unnerfed version. Um, it does have kind of playable matchups into a couple of the new leaders. Like a lot of what your gameplay will basically look like is you really want to establish Namis early. Play out your Boodles to protect the more hangers to become kind of secondary targets. Your Namis will typically be searching, assuming you go second, for 3,000 worlds to bottom deck whatever your opponent plays on their 5 Dawn turn. So like into current matchups, it's like that type of thing is good into Boa because they play a lot of 4 and 5 drops. It's fine into Mihawk because they do play the 5-cost Piranha. You can sometimes get their 5-cost Ishigi if they're not careful. As for something like Crocodile or Mihawk, or not Mihawk, Moria, I haven't played against those a ton, so I can't really offer any input on that. Ooh, Pilaf Trigger definitely probably gets us there right now. Gavel definitely helps. Okay, so now it's... yeah, no, we get there because we can peel off, Kaya, Kaya, Kaya. Awesome. But yeah, like the deck, obviously, it's kind of a you need to see some of everything to have a chance, and when you don't, it's really bad. Like there are always some games where you just don't see your Namis, and that'll be a difference maker, or you mill your Yus, or you mill your Kayas. Basically half the time you're kind of just banking on your opponent misplaying, which, they will a lot of the time because they haven't played against the deck in forever. Switching to Sanji because it's regular win con Namiya deck. Yeah, that's fair as well. I thought about doing that. Yes, I don't know if they played badly. I think they played okay. Like they probably made some mistakes here and there. I don't think their play was horrible. Like, they probably like should have tried to establish a new gate if they had one instead of continuously bouncing the Namis. But also bouncing the Namis does force more stuff from it to happen on my end. And the Namis do get me a good card draw. I'd have to go back and actually see what their hand was to see if there's anything they could have done better. Because I missed that. Yes, in terms of Dawn splitting, he definitely did that a little poorly. But also, I just kind of had what I needed by the end of it there. But yeah, I definitely feel that about Sanji. It is a very cool deck. I'm going to be playing the other Nami, Blue Yellow Nami in EBO 3, and currently in 14, especially now that we actually have the young girl promo, which I truly despise that it's just called girl on our end. I really just like the Japanese name Shoujo, so I'll probably stick with that. Or for anyone else watching, just say the name as wrong or as funny as you want. See girl or gorl, things like that, just to spice it up a bit instead of just saying I'll tap 2 and play girl. Girl will give a Dawn to Nami. Came and exploit the inexperience. That's also fair. Same here. My hope is just that it's been so long that they've forgotten enough, just because especially like I've played Promo Nami in 13 there, and like it's so easy for them that they just dumpster me like even with misplays. So that's kind of the goal. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off for the night. It is 1 a.m. for me, and I do still have to work in the morning. But thank you for everyone for watching and tuning in. This will be going up on YouTube sometime within the next day or so, once I just figure out a title, figure out a thumbnail. It'll probably involve... I've been thinking about it just because we got dumpstered by Zoro so much. I'm thinking it'll involve four sword style Zoro in some manner. 7 a.m. Woof! In that case, good morning to you. All right, thanks for everyone to tuning in, and I will catch